Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Drink What You Think. Holiday episode.
Holiday episode.
Almost Christmas.
Welcome to my holiday celebration. This is about how much our house is decorated since we've been.
I was gonna ask you to show me the tree or decorations. Do you have anything up?
No, it's the box of the decorations is out.
You understand we're less than a week away, right?
Yes, I understand.
Gosh. It's a busy time of the year. I'll give you that.
It is the happiest time of the year.
All right. It's the, welcome regardless. Hope the rest of you are maybe a little bit more festive than Matthew is. Again, that's Matthew May. I'm Kenji. Welcome. More importantly, what are you drinking today? Okay.
I'm tired of your stuff, so I'm drinking the 420 chocolate stout.
Whoa, bringing it.
So I'm bringing a stout beer, so you can stop taunting me.
Okay. By the original local brewery.
Yep.
Brewing in Atlanta. Very nice. How is it?
It's stouty.
Stouty?
It's not my favorite stout, I have to tell you.
Why is that?
I don't know. So I just have a peculiar palate, I guess.
Can't articulate it?
I can't. So I was a little disappointed with it. I had high expectations when I saw it at the store the other day.
Yeah, I think what I had last weekend maybe got expectations blown out of whack. So it was
probably the last two you've had. I haven't found either of them, so I'm working on it.
That one, and by the way, I looked up last week's was the Monday Night Brewing _𝐞𝐫𝐤. I looked it up because I was actually going to try to find some for you. They're only releasing it at the brewery now. You can only get it down at the brewery. So we have to make a trip down there to get it. They're not doing it in stores anymore. But it just came out last weekend. So
I'll sacrifice. I'll go down there.
Yeah.
What are you drinking, man?
So I'm drinking, this is a little interesting. You see that? It's the First Street Brewing. It's a porter. It's called the Back Alley Porter. And it's from Hastings, Nebraska. Any idea where Hastings, Nebraska is?
No.
Me neither. I should say this. This is actually a family friend who is the brewer there. So Nathan 𝐻𝐻𝐻. The 𝐻𝐻𝐻s are my in-laws' probably closest friends. And so Nathan is their son, about our age. He's a brewer who moved out to Nebraska and is brewing beer. So we got a shipment of this over Thanksgiving. So thank you to the team 𝐻𝐻𝐻. We'll try the First Street Back Alley Porter to keep it kind of in the Christmassy spirit. We've had some of our team members request that remind us that we don't have to drink only beer, or even don't have to drink only alcohol.
Oh, sorry. I almost did that because I have to work after this. I have a cup of coffee here. I almost did that for you, but then I thought you'd be really disappointed.
Yeah, maybe one of the times we need to do it. So you and I usually trying to shut the day down a little bit. So
nice and chilly today. So I've got a coffee to chase the beer so I can keep working later today.
You know, coffee and a stout go well together. Porter's good.
That's good.
Yeah. Okay, let's jump into
what do you have on the agenda for us, man?
A couple themes. Two basic themes. One, did you know they're changing the way the CPA license works?
No.
Yeah.
What are they doing?
So apparently they're changing it up a bit. So now you take your basic core. Oh, I forgot to do something here too. Let me switch that. I know I'm going to get in trouble, but let me get our gallery. There, supposed to do this right out of the get-go. Still some editing issues. But what's going on is they are on top of those familiar kind of core areas like accounting, audit, and tax, which have they taken business law out of there? That used to be a big portion of it. That may be gone now. I don't know.
They call it regulation or something.
Regulation. So you get accounting, the core area of accounting, audit, and tax. However, you also get 3 kind of bonus areas to choose from to show like an advanced skill set. Tax. So here are your options to add on: tax compliance and planning. Okay. Business reporting and analysis. Information systems and controls.
Wow.
So I don't know. This is regular. This is relatively new. It's kind of like
a CPA-T or something.
I don't know. I don't know how they're going to show that. Like, you're going to be CPA-tax or, reporting, or, I mean, I hope they don't really call it like a bonus type thing there. It seems kind of like a weird, not sure if I dig that, the way they describe that. I don't know. Give me your thoughts.
I just take the easiest test, whatever's the easiest one to get my CPA if I was going through school. I don't have to worry about it.
I mean, yeah, it's interesting. They haven't changed things in a long time. So, I mean, I think you and I are usually fans, right, of anytime there is change.
Make it more difficult.
In the industry.
I've always said just make it more difficult because I've already got mine.
Yeah.
So as long as they make it more difficult, not easier, that's fine with me.
Speaking of that, though, how difficult what was it for you? Have we done this on Drink While You Think yet? Have you? How many times did you have to take the CPA exam to pass it?
Well, I took it until I studied, and then I finally passed it. So
I think I had a similar approach. Do you remember how many times it took?
I do. I know how many cards I have because remember you used to get the plastic cards back in the day.
Oh, I don't really remember.
Card with your picture on it, and you had to present it when you get to convention center. All these people don't have to take it in the convention center anymore.
Yeah, it's changed.
It's only offered twice a year.
Twice a year.
And I had to travel to several different cities at certain times, but I took it 6 times.
6 times.
No, actually, I had 6 cards. I took it 5 times. I studied once. I had a really silly theory about this when I was I was going to take the exam until I could pass it without studying. And because then I was like trying to decide if I wanted to be a CPA or not. I thought that would mean like it was like the right thing to do. Like I was like, if I know this stuff, I should just be able to pass it. And then I'm meant to be a CPA. So on the fifth time I took it, I passed 3 sections without studying. And then the 6th or the 5th card, the 4th time I took it, I broke my leg one of the times. So I had a card and didn't go to the thing. So I counted in because it makes a better story to say 6 than 5. But the last time I took it, so I had 1 section left. My boss said, pass the exam. And I studied. I took a 2-day crash course.
Becker, one of those things. Yeah, the old crash course.
Yeah, it was like a 2-day live crash course the weekend before, and then I passed it. So
yeah, there you go.
So I almost passed without studying. I passed 3 parts without studying. It took 3 years, but if you're patient, it doesn't really matter.
I think I don't know the exact number of times it took me. I think, but I was right about 3 years, 2 or 3 years. So I'm guessing I was 4, maybe 5. I think I was 4 times.
Yeah.
It took a while, but I didn't have that kind of strategic of a mindset of here's what I just need to kind of inherently know this like you did. I just didn't want, it was kind of one of those things where it's like, oh, I'll get to it. But yeah, never studied before, didn't take the classes. I think when I was at Arthur Anderson, we had access to some free, I guess it wasn't online, but electronic CPE or something, or testing. Trying to find time to do that when you're working in public accounting, there just really wasn't very good time to do it. The worst part about it is university I graduated from, our accounting program, while I was there, and for many, many years, at least 20 some odd years, if not more, maybe even still today, has the highest first-time passing rate of any university accounting program on the CPA exam. So I graduated from there. I was not helping that statistic. I was on the other side of that statistic.
You're wearing the Wake Forest.
I'm rocking the Wake Forest. Yeah, they're probably not proud of me wearing this and all that, but they're probably not proud of me hurting the first-time pass rates. But yeah, because I was
Baylor was the number 1 in Texas for pass rate, also. So
you're nationally. So you and I were not helping.
We got the averages down.
We're not bringing it down. Do you even think? I don't know, how relevant is it outside of if you're working in public accounting? Do you think the CPA is even relevant?
I think it implies some level of trust. I have it in my Twitter. Kind of Twitter name even. I think it just depends on what kind of person you want to be, or if you're going to be the kind of person that lets it lapse and not worry about it.
That's me. I was going to go to that next because it's also the time of year, right? Before we go to that next, I will say, in my opinion, I don't think it has a lot of relevancy to
what we do.
To what we do, or probably what the majority of accountants do. And so if they bring in some certifications that show some different specializations or even other types of certifications, I think it's good for us as a profession. It shouldn't just be the CPA, and it's not just the CPA, but you don't really, the CMA and some others, I don't think have quite gotten, not even near have gotten the reputation that the CPA has. But it's very relevant, I think, if you're in public, especially in global, large public. Outside of that, I think it lacks some of that, except for the fact that you're right. It does show you busted your butt, you had to work hard, you maybe sat for the test a number of times like you and I did to get through it, and you wear it as a badge of honor. That said, at that point, it's also the time of year where CPAs who are keeping their CPA active are usually in that crunch for getting the CPE, the continuing professional education requirements. Where do you stand this year on CPE? Are you in that crunch trying to get a few CPEs done before year end?
Yeah, because I can't remember which states are which, but like some are end of year and some are calendar year and some are birth month, and mine line up. So I always just assume December's the deadline. But I probably have 30 hours to get in this year. So.
Yeah, I think you'll probably like most people who are not in public. In public, you usually have enough. You don't even worry about it.
Well, I talk so much in public that, I never worried about it. I think I get hosed this time because I teach the same course over and over, so you don't get repeating credit.
Oh yeah.
I probably taught 12 hours this year. So.
Yeah. We had somebody.
How about 𝐭𝐡𝐢𝐳 we got some CPE. Thank you, Amanda Aguilar.
That was awesome.
You're the best.
I let mine lapse. I just went ahead and realized that I was doing too many of these end of the year, like on December 31st, in the middle of like family holidays, trying to get it done. I'm kind of like, am I ever really going to go back into public accounting? So I let mine lapse. I'm sure there'll be some point where it's like, I want it back, and I shouldn't say I'm sure. It would be painful, I'm very sure, if I had to go back and get it active. But
you're not going to do 1,000 hours of CPE to get it back because you have to retro your CPE. There's no way you're doing that.
That'd be bad. That would be bad.
You're just done.
I'm done. I'm out.
What's on the list?
Okay. That was theme number one, was just kind of talking about all the CPA stuff, right? Your background on the taking the exam. And then after that, dude, hey, it's Christmas time. I mean, again, I kind of wanted to see what your decorations look like. I don't know if you're the Grinch family or something over there, but what are you hoping for Christmas? Anything you're pining for present wise?
Yeah, I'm praying my bathroom is done by Christmas.
I knew you were going to say that.
It was terrible. So we did a major home improvement project this year. Okay, so we did a major home improvement project. We did our back deck. It's something we've been dreaming about. It was way more expensive than we wanted to do. It was almost as much as one of the houses that we built, like we bought, like when we were younger, right? Just the deck. So it's awful. Like it's a nice deck though. It's
beautiful.
We're on a big hill, people. So, and I guess I don't even know. I have no sense of money anymore. But then the other day I put my hand through the wall because of the way they built the bathroom. They built the tile straight on the sheetrock. So all the sheetrock had deteriorated in the whole wall. And then I pulled one tile out and the whole thing falls down. It was like a domino. So now we're getting a new master bathroom.
You're getting a master bathroom for Christmas.
So, surprise, Laura.
There you go.
So,
I'm hoping for we're doing we're skiing for Christmas. We're heading out. We'll be out west with my mom and dad, and we'll be out skiing. They're getting a bunch of snow. For me, that's what I care about for Christmas. I get to ski with the family. There might be a few gear-wise things skiing that I might treat myself to, because that's my all-time favorite activity is snow skiing. I absolutely love it. So that's kind of we go to my mom and dad's in Colorado every other year, and this is one of the years. So for me, that's my big present, is getting a chance to ski with the kids and the family. That's all I need. Feels very, very Christmas-like.
We did early open a stocking stuffer, and I was thinking about getting it for you, but I don't know if you're snobby about this stuff. So it's a wine opener.
Yeah.
It has a needle. It goes through the cork, and it has a cartridge with some gas, and you push it, and the cork pops up. It's the easiest way to open a wine bottle.
I've seen those, but we used to have one years ago, like the one that pops just pressurizes and pops it up.
Yeah.
You know what
So
I was looking at? I thought you were going to say it was like the one we saw in Napa, right? When they call those some other name for them is the one where it's similar to that.
the thief.
But yeah, they call it the wine thief. Is I think the kind of the common name for it, but where you do the same kind of process, but it actually almost pushes a very thin needle straw through, so that when you compress it, you can actually pour wine out without taking the cork out, right? So
That's if you have fancy smancy bottles of wine, or if you have any kind of self-control to not finish a bottle.
that's my I actually looked at one because my wife, I thought Rochelle would maybe want it because she says that a lot where she only wants to have a glass of wine and doesn't want to open up a whole bottle. And I just I looked at, those things are expensive. Probably not surprising. You can imagine they're pretty expensive.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's not worth getting it. You just open up the bottle of wine and finish it. That's what you just got to do. I mean,
That's what you're supposed to do.
you're supposed to do. So I did not get that. I thought about that for a Christmas present.
That was the best stocking stuffer I've seen. It's like a little thing. You literally press the cartridge and you get that. So.
What's a good either May family Christmas tradition? What's one of your favorites?
Christmas tradition. Growing up, we would go and we would go to the forest in New Mexico and chop down our tree in the national forest. Or
Just like the Griswolds did in
yeah, you buy tags. Like people get tags for elk or tags for whatever. You get tags for trees and you buy them from the Forest Service, and you go and you cut down your Christmas tree and you haul it back and you go.
I mean, when you were a kid doing it, did you enjoy it, or did it seem like, can't we just go get a regular one? I mean, like,
Oh, it was always fun. It was one of my favorite things to do. Like that was like,
then it was cool.
I was like, Laura thinks I'm a dork because like the first, like it was a huge deal. Like my parents slowed down on it. They don't really do that anymore. But like after I went to college, they stopped doing it. But like then Laura came back for the first Christmas with us, and I was like, we've got to go. I've told her these stories like forever. We got to go cut down a tree. So we went and got a tree, and it was kind of cool. So
I like that.
that's my favorite one all time. The other one, most of my ones from childhood are really fun. We also did in El Paso, they call them Illuminatios, which are like paper bags with third in the bottom with like a little candle, votive candle.
Yeah.
So we do that on Christmas Eve. Like our whole street, like our whole neighborhood did it always. So we always spent our whole Christmas Eve decorating the neighborhood with the little bags with the that. And so it was like this beautiful things where people would just drive through our neighborhood. They would come from all over El Paso and drive through our neighborhood. It was really cool.
I like that.
How about you?
I'd say my current favorite, I got two of them, and they're actually more recent. One is we decided to kind of pitch in and kind of help my mom. My mom used to do so much cooking on Christmas Day. And we kind of hang around all day, like in pajamas and stuff, and just kind of eat. And she just roll out all this food. And it was great, but she was spending so much time doing all the work. And so we started probably 10 years ago, started helping her out. Well, it evolved into like this, somehow from just helping mom out in the kitchen on Christmas Day, turned into this like Kuramoto version of Top Chef. Of course, with two younger brothers, it became competitive, and we were all competing about who could put out the best dishes and things like this and food. And we were almost doing it like, restaurant war styles, like you start pairing cocktails with your meal, talking trash to each other. I mean, we were shipping ingredients into Colorado. It got out of control, but it's really just kind of a fun day, like, because you're sitting here kind of competing with, can I bring the best food? And everybody's basically winning, even if you're like, I mean, it's just a great day of that. That's a lot of fun, especially when we have a bunch of people out there. The other one that my brother introduced, which was one, I think that this is my youngest brother, and his in-laws from Ohio started this. The weirdest thing is this saran wrap ball thing. I see it talked about.
Oh, you were talking about this.
But basically, just wrap. You basically get. I mean, this saran wrap ball you create is about a beach ball size, and inside of it you wrap all kinds of things, like just ugly sweaters and lottery tickets, and think of it like a big stocking stuffer all rolled up in kind of a saran wrap ball. And so the way it works is you basically pass this ball around. There's dice that go with it, and this whole thing that you're basically trying to unravel this saran wrap ball, which is fairly difficult to do without tearing it. And any gift that comes out while you're unraveling it, you get to keep. But as soon as someone rolls doubles, you have to pass the ball around. And it just seems it's one of these ridiculous things that is like become hilarious. And like, you just get laughing so hard and people are putting on funny outfits and, hey, I got, pack of Lifesaver. You're going crazy over competing to try to get that pack of Lifesavers you can see in the lottery ticket. It's just nuts. But those are just kind of goofy, funny things that I've always loved.
Saran wrap ball.
Saran wrap ball. So I guess finally, any favorite Christmas carol or song?
White Christmas.
Okay. Like the classic, like Bing Crosby kind of like.
What's the other one? What's the not White Christmas is good. What's the name of the song that starts chestnuts roasting on open fire? Is that White Christmas?
No, Winter Wonderland. I think it's Winter Wonderland.
That one. Chestnuts roasting on open fire is my favorite all time.
The kids laugh at me because I was thinking about this the other day, and I was taking my daughter to school and one of her friends. And for some reason, I'm not normally a fan of him, but I'm like crazy about his Christmas music. Elvis Christmas. Like I don't know why. I love like Blue Christmas and Santa Claus coming out, but I don't know why I like the Elvis version so much. It's just I was getting laughed at the whole way taking kids to school because I was singing in kind of the Elvis kind of style. I don't know why that is. The rest of the year I could care less about Elvis, but Christmas, that's how I want to hear my Christmas music. Elvis style. Don't know, dude.
Don't know. You don't have any accounting questions?
I did. CPA. I'm kind of going more themes now. I'm working us into themes so we're not all over the place. We got to get better on SEO stuff. So we need to have our episodes need to be a little bit more themes when people search them. That way, when they come and look and they want to talk about the new CPE regulations and things like this and all that kind of stuff, there's some strategery here.
Yeah. So you heard it here first. We're selling out, guys.
I'm not going to be bouncing around as much anymore.
We're accepting beer sponsors as well.
Yeah.
Beer sponsor, and you'd like to sponsor Drink While You Think. Please do that.
We're going to keep it up. We're going to keep it up though.
Next week out, subscribe.
Yeah. Next week after we'll do one. I'll do one out from in Colorado. Make it fun like that. And then we're going to roll into next year, getting some more friends of ours on. Cause we're already going to get we're only on our third episode back from our hiatus and we're already going to get tired of each other. So
there was news that came out in crypto.
Give us one crypto thing to finish it off with. This will be
the AICPA finally came out with a practice aid on cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrency is an intangible asset, according to the AICPA. Oh man, this just gets sillier and sillier, Kenji. Like you can't mark Bitcoin to I don't know if we're going to be able to do like fair value accounting for like assets like Bitcoin on people's books. It's going to be funny. These are going to be the stupidest audits on the planet. This is why I left auditing.
Because of this right here?
Yeah.
So, okay, layman, let's just say non-crazy CPAs who are into crypto. So that'd be me versus you. They're saying basically they're going to treat it as no longer like as an investment or a currency or anything like that. It is an intangible asset instead of being something that actually has an exchange you can market to market.
Yeah, so I've got to go unpack to see if you can do a fair value option on intangible assets for one of our clients, because we've been marking it to market because they treat it like an investment. Like I know we had said, like the IRS had said it's property. So I thought, I guess I hadn't made those connections, but they were like, test it for impairment. And I'm like, oh God, this is the silliest thing. I mean, these things have quoted market prices. So I was going to make you shake your head, but I was just going to let everybody know out there is an AICPA practice aid out about it. So you might not like it, but it's out there.
Take a look at the practice aid or just reach out to the tech CPA. He really should be the crypto CPA, but he's the tech CPA.
Well, I'm not switching my Twitter handle after that. I mean, I've had that Twitter handle for a long time, dude.
Sound like an old man. I'm not getting off my lawn. I'm not changing.
There were crypto CPAs, the nice young guys in Florida, though.
Florida, those guys, yeah. So, all right, dude.
Anything else?
No. Next time we do this, I'll see you after Christmas out west.
Cool. Happy holidays, everybody.
Happy holidays. See you next time.